Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Up front, lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Here's second down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge and put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
A quick juke to get free, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
This is why this free safety is, to me, one of the top players in the country. Does a great job of reading the quarterback, follows his instincts there, which leads him to the interception.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. The Sooners looking to keep this drive moving.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And they'll use the ground game here. And they finally stop it, but a decent game that time.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. From the shotgun, drops back. The pocket breaking down. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Sooners trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just leading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's close. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Trojans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris is just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Will hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the right side. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught near the goal line. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Second down and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
He had the extra point and the lead down 21-zip. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. He tosses it back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Important second down play coming up. They'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his fourth rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And they lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on second down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's a short completion of the tight end. Hits into space at the 50. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yep.
Receiver in motion now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finding some room at the 25. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
First and goal. Good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime.
Under.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Got it.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal.
Easy.
QB decides to keep it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Gators far. Griffin.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's hit as he throws it. Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Handoff in a single back formation.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gorilla.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
But when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, another positive game for this offense. This quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Throws to the tight end. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
second down now after the sack.
Pound 55 weak.
Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern California. Here's the point after attempt. After the PAT, they trail 28-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. One more play before they head to the locker room. Moving to the second level of the defense now. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. Stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle with the line of scrimmage.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Breaks loose at the 45. That is a big play. Finally brought down to the 44.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. They're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
He's moving out of the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down. Ball handed to the running back. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. And the Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here. First and goal, handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second and goal for the offense.
Check. Double right.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal.
Ringo. Down.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the touchdown taken off the board by the offensive pass interference penalty. What a huge call in this game. On third and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory.
Jackrabbit. Ready.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, SC. And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Great move there. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And there's the handoff. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking to scramble. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
See if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And the running back takes the handoff. And he'll be brought down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Got it.
Crucial third down play coming up.
42 Spider.
They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
On the field going for it. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. In the last time they scored a touchdown, can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Handoff here from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Trojans will crank up the tempo. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Okay,
5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here comes the flea flicker. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That deep shot is caught for a big game. Touchdown, Trojans. Still plenty of life left. As the flea flicker executed perfectly, we're seeing more and more of this in college football, Kirk.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you like to have in your arsenal. The defense in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff. It allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's caught from inside the 20. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Fights through a tackle. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Catch made on the out route. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Direct snap to the back. Has the first down and more. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
The Sooners will try to keep this drive moving. It's a shotgun run call. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. Does a good job of being physical and making that play.
here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. The reception, it's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. And the Sooners will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Here's that defense shifting again. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Here's the second down play. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So now it's 3rd and short from the +24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. And keep this drive alive right here.
And the Trojans have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Tiny space at the 20. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
And that's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot of the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense in taking advantage of what the defense gave them.
But this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like quarterback will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.